Introducing the new premium enamel spray paint from Plastikote. This will be the easiest spray paint you'll ever use. With its unique new nozzle design for a larger surface area, this keeps your fingers away from the spray. Less effort's needed to push down. No more fighting with difficult caps to remove, and it also allows you to spray from any angle. This new formula from Plastikote dries faster than ever before to allow you to finish your projects quicker. Making your old radiator as good as new is easier than you think. Simply drain and remove the radiator. Mask around the area to be sprayed, ensuring you're working in a well-ventilated space. Prepare your surface and read the instructions on the back of the can. Before you start to spray, shake your can for a full minute. It's always a good idea to test spray a small area first. Simply hold the can 250 mm away from the radiator and move smoothly and steadily across the surface in a side-to-side and up and down motion. Several thin coats are always better than one heavy coat. Once complete, refit and admire your results. Plastikote paints can be used on so many different projects around the home and garden.
Alright, so today I'm going to transform this old chair. It's a bit battered and a bit scratched, so to start with I'm just going to sand it down. So as I've sanded it, it's taken off the top coat, so it's a better idea to prime it before you start to spray it. But before I do that, I'm going to take off the legs. Right, so I'm just wiping it down with a damp cloth just to get all of the dust off it. And I always find when spray painting, it's easier to turn the object that you're painting upside down and spray the bottom before you turn it over again and finish the top. So I'm going to use Plastikote Twist and Spray Primer in white, and I'm going to give it a good shake. I'm ready to start spraying. So now the primer is dry, I'm ready to start spraying. Gorgeous colour. And I'm all done. I've used reattached legs and I've given this chair a new lease of life. So today I'm going to revamp this old grotty looking wicker basket that I found. The paint's a bit flaky and not looking very nice, and a bit of fabric on the top's not very nice either, so I'm going to completely change it. Spray paint is great for wicker because it doesn't clump and it gets in all the places that painting can't. So as always, first things first, I've got to make sure that this is completely clean and dry before I start to spray. Alright, so now that I've got the fabric off, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down with a damp cloth just to make sure it's clean before I spray it. So now it's clean and dry, I'm going to use Plastikote Twist and Spray Primer. There's quite a lot of places where the paint is completely chipped away, so primer is going to be the best option for this. As always, make sure you read the instructions and shake properly for a minute before you use it. Right, now I'm ready to go. Okay, so I finished priming, it already looks way better. Now I'm just going to let it dry for the recommended amount of time and then I can get on to spray painting. Right, so the primer's all dry. I've got this lovely bit of fabric from a local designer. So to go with that, I'm going to use Plastikote Twist and Spray in porcelain. As always, remember to spray on a nice calm day and give the can a really good shake for about a minute before using it. Okay, so I finished spraying. Now I just need to let it dry for the recommended amount of time. Let it properly dry before I start attaching the new fabric. So now the spray paint is dry, I'm going to recover the top. So I've already ironed in a folded over hem, and now all I need is a staple gun. So when you're doing this, remember to keep the fabric really tight across the top, and right now it's probably a good idea to get someone to help you. So that was the last staple and I'm done. I'm really happy with the transformation, I think it looks really good. Today I'm going to show you a way to transform old tired looking objects. This is a vase and it's gone a bit foggy inside, so I'm going to spray paint it with Plastikote Metallic. To start with, I'm going to pack the vase with some newspaper just to make sure it doesn't get any spray paint inside. Now I'm all ready to spray. Remember to spray on a nice calm day and shake the can really well for about a minute before using it. And I'm done. That was a really quick way of transforming an old vase. Today I'm going to show you a way that you can transform old garden furniture. This was a table I saw outside of my local pub. I thought it'd make a really good project to spray paint, so I asked the manager if we could do it. He said to go ahead, so that's what I'm going to do today. So to make sure the area is completely clean and free of flaky paint, I'm going to use a wire brush to clean it before I start. So after you scrubbed it with a wire brush, just wipe it over with a damp cloth to make sure that there is no paint dust on it. Okay, so I've put down a dust sheet and I'm going to prime the table first as there's a lot of bare metal, so it's always best to do that. Make sure to always read the instructions and shake it before you use it. So I've primed the table and let it dry for the recommended amount of time. Now I'm going to use Plastikote Metal Protect in black. Always remember to read the instructions before you start and shake the can for a minute before you use it and then you're ready to go. And I'm done. When you spray things like this, just make sure you get it from lots of different angles. Then just make sure you let it completely dry and it looks amazing and it should last really well. So we've got the table back outside the local pub. It looks great, it's a gorgeous summer's day and I even get a free drink out of it too. So today I'm just going to do a really quick video. It's just a simple way of using up bits of leftover paint and just jazzing up your office space. I have this magazine rack. I've already done a few of these in different colours and I'm going to do this one in lawn green. And first I'm just going to take off the labels, make sure it's completely clean and dry before I start. Okay, so now it's clean and dry. Just because it's bare wood, I'm going to prime it first to make sure the paint doesn't sink in. Just make sure to read the back of the can, shake it really well before you use it, and to also make sure you're spraying on a calm day. I'm just going to start priming. So make sure you do a couple of coats of primer and then leave it to dry for the recommended amount of time. Now that I've done that, I'm going to spray paint it, and again make sure that you shake it. And I'm done. That was a really easy way of jazzing up your office. Just remember to let it dry for the recommended amount of time and then you're ready to go. And these are my before and after pictures. This Plastikote spray paint comes in so many amazing colours. It's such an easy way of livening up your office space.